heaven, and yet he's made a covenant with God to serve God as have I, so we serve God, and with a big G, and so we're doing everything we can to be of service health-wise, but we have to watch how we say things. So Tommy's just talking about the pandemic we're involved in the world. So, yes, be very careful on our shows today how we talk about what he said. Because I'm still on the show right now. But I had trouble getting oh, my God, Tommy, they wouldn't give me my buttons. And I've had people out here and turning, and Tommy, you know, you were accusing me, saying, well, if you ever work for the government, why do you have so much trouble with the phone? I mean, Tommy, you're getting pretty hard on me. We're ministers, but you were getting downright 3D on me. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. Some men came out, and some of them apparently were men in black, literally. But go ahead and talk for a minute because I've got to answer the door. Okay, Tommy? Folks, stand by. We'll get you in just a minute. I've got to go answer the door, and I'm on a different – okay. Oh, gosh. Tommy, go ahead. I'll try to see if I can mute.
Here in Hawaii, we have so many things going on. I'm more what's happening right now. And no doing it. We have 2 people here, the twins, third phase of Moon. They got a couple sites up, and they put every video up every day of UFOs and sightings from around the world. And there's just so much happening. And if you want to see some things, it's a good site to check out because they've been putting all kinds of videos up. None of them are provable. Basically, a lot of things are not provable. But, I mean, when you see them and watch them, you can do whatever you want with the video and see it, tear it apart. And then you can decide if it's real or not. But when I go outside at nighttime, I got 3 people in the neighborhood that I tell. And one of them bought a laser from me. They're all watching the sky now. They're all seeing incredible things happen every night. So it's not like a strange thing or it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Here in Hawaii, if you go out and the sky is clear, you're going to see something outrageous. I mean, at least a ship moving by or different things. So if you're into that stuff, I have a book out. It's a free PDF file on how to see a UFO field manual. If you never saw a UFO, if you want to see a UFO or you want techniques to work with that will help you see it for sure, just email me, text me, hawksblood1@AOL.com. It's about 200 pages, and I go into every aspect of it. I explain a couple of things like why would you want to see a UFO and things like that. But people create things, and we just hear about it. And what people don't know is where people really stand, like Trump, where he really stands on that, what's really happening in the world, the UFO world. People need to know. It's that time where it's going to be exposed greatly this coming year. Everything's coming out, and I'm saying a lot of good and bad things.
Tommy, is that you making all the noise, or do I have other people on? It's an awful lot of noise on there.
I don't know.
Can you hear it?
Somebody's
somebody
washing dishes.
Doing dishes.
Right.
Okay, I must have them on. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tommy. Okay, I had to answer the door. Let's see, 520 was on. I'm sorry, 520. Did we get you already?
Oh, God, I didn't realize. I thought you put me on mute. You didn't? Oh, my Lord.
I'm sorry, folks. Are y'all listening here? Did we already do you on 520? We did. Is this Lisa?
Sometimes I go to the bathroom. I'm glad I didn't go to the bathroom.
I did go to the bathroom. Did you hear me? I hope not. I heard a rooster. That must be Tommy. Oh, what a funny show. Well, Lisa, thanks. Let me get goodness, folks. It's been a day. 434, you're live and on the air. Lisa, I'm going to put you on hold, but come back during the week. I'm going to do this probably Thursdays with Suzanne and Tommy on Sunday. And something on Wednesday and Tuesday. So just catch me as you can, Lisa, and we'll get you a full coverage. All right, 434, you're live and on the air with TJ and Tommy this time. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Khalil, and I'm calling from Charlottesville, Virginia.
Your name is Khalil?
Yeah.
Wow, like Superman, Khalil?
That's Carlel, but my name's Khalil. It's like an Arabic name. It's kind of hard to pronounce sometimes.
Wow, and you're in California?
Charlottesville. Virginia.
Oh, you're in Charlottesville. That's the same. Are you a friend of Jenny's?
I don't really know Jenny.
Oh, Jenny's very famous. Jenny Matasha Lucas. She's been on a lot of radio and TV. It's reachjanette.com. She was just on. I was just asking because she's from Virginia. All right. How can we help you? Did you have a question for me or Tommy, or did you want a quick reading, or what's up for you?
I needed a reading. I was at this rally for the president.
Wow. Really? Which one?
Yeah, President Obama back in 2012.
Oh, but the real president, he's already been. He still has Secret Service. Okay, go ahead with your story, please.
I was wondering, I don't know if I've asked you this before. I may have asked you, I don't know. But I was wondering if the person that was sitting next to me, if they were like FBI or if they were Secret Service, because they were. My mind is refreshing me now because they were being very friendly and I was a little nervous of them.
Well, you were cleared because they don't let just anybody in, so they already knew everybody's cleared. Now this was back in Obama's time, but it was still during the time we had cell phones, so you wouldn't have been there close to the president had you not been cleared. Now of course there would be plenty of people in the audience. But if you had feelings, more than likely in your gut, it was probably true. So
probably FBI.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we have a lot of government people. I've worked with some. I've dated some. They're just humans, but they have different jobs. But is there anything that you're looking for to find out from me or Tommy, or you want a general reading? Because I don't ever remember you talking to me. Personally.
I was wondering if I'll be able to take a trip this year.
This year? You mean like during the time that we're waiting for stimulus checks? I doubt it, but let me look.
What about?
Hold on, let me look at the cards. Your cards say, no, it's too hard. Your money's not there to go up the mountain, that you need to be studying wisdom right now. This is your past. It shows that in the past you had trouble with a romance. Now, here's your present. Your present is you're waiting on something. And you've got major change up, male and female change, but you have a guardian angel up for you. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you are being watched right now. Now, for the future, oh, my goodness. Now, you're wanting to know within 4 months, okay? You'll hear about something within 4 months. So I wouldn't plan your trip till you have the wisdom in your map. Your play it for 4 months from now. Now, you're asking on a, entertainment show for psychics, but Tommy and I believe in what we do. We both died. We're both Ascension Masters, and we understand life is immortal, and we help a lot of people with their souls and their soul's progression, but we're also life coaches. So, you're asking a question, but I wouldn't plan anything for 4 months out. So go ahead and plan it. So that gives you, I would say December, January, February, by March. Because people start traveling, but they don't usually like to travel during the spring. But for you, March to May, and then we're back into our big season for all the travel. It's really hard to get booked in from June through August, very expensive. Except even if you come to here in the hurricane area. Now, I didn't ask you, where are you calling from? What state are you in?
Virginia.
Oh, yes, you did. You told me because we talked about Jenny. All right, Tommy, have you got any advice for him traveling from Virginia? Did I lose you?
Oh, no.
You okay?
Sorry, I was just on mute. Yeah,
oh, okay.
All right.
Anything for Khalil?
I don't know what path you follow. You follow a religious path or not. I just put my protection around me so that I'm safe wherever I go. And you have to learn to listen to that because the littlest things when you're on the road can turn into a nightmare or a disaster. So when you're listening to yourself and you have it open to the communication, and you could actually get answers that you need. So, I mean, don't rely on yourself for the answers. Always go within if you can, if you know how to, because protection is what you need wherever you go anymore now, especially with the virus and everything else, whether it's real or not. And when you support a president or a vice president, you have to be careful about that because people don't like that and you say something. So it's getting to a point, traveling's really hard. So all I would tell you is just make sure you stay protected. Try to stay within your own personal limits and don't talk about presidents or vice presidents or any kind of religions right now because everybody's up in arms. Hopefully that'll come back into control.
Yeah,
but
really put forth, folks, about the stimulus checks. We really need them to catch us up for this quarter and this year. Then we've got to starve just about January, February, March until the tax roll. People pay their taxes or get their early money back, right? But then, you know, people don't like to travel during those winter months, especially Virginia, Khalil. And but March and April, when the trees start blooming, that's when we do spring cleaning, clean up our lives in the past. So right now we're in a healing mode for the planet. And hopefully we're going to get rid of this stuff within 4 months. Tommy, do you foresee, with all the people you talk to, about this pandemic rolling up within 3 months? Because we've got to get through the flu months with all these places that have snow and winter.
Well, you know, here's a story. If they talk about the flu, it's going to take away from their virus, so their other virus. So they're probably, I already heard words on it saying that it's not spreading. So they're not going to talk about it. They're going to relate everything to this other virus now. So they're not going to really promote how many we have on the flu. I'm sure they're going to get numbers, but it's not going to be the same.
Are they going to put the numbering system in Africa in the same shots for the pandemic to get people numbered like our Social Security numbers? Uplinking
yes,
them?
It's going to be the whole world.
The whole world's going to be uplinked for the Internet. Is that just for them to keep up with them personally, or because we can't get cell phones to them fast enough, or Obama phones to them, or what? In other countries, because we're using, that wasn't Musk putting up balloons so he could get to them faster, or was that Bezos? I forgot. We're using balloons, over countries that we can't really afford to dig, cable or have the satellites. I don't know what's up with that, folks.
Well, there's so much going to happen in the next 6 months alone. When you talk about even the 3 months, travel is going to be, make sure you don't get somewhere where you're going to get stuck. That's another thing.
Oh, yeah, because you don't want to get so many people normally travel and wear the mask. So you've got people that are regular travelers, right? So you don't want to get all mixed up in those.
My partner had a friend in India and was traveling. I guess he was trying to get to Tibet. He got stuck in China, and he's been locked down now, and he can't get out of there.
So if you don't have money to travel with a big backup of 12,000, don't count on it, folks. I mean, and we love to travel, but, you got to have a nest egg. So who's taking care of these people when they get stuck? Who's feeding them?
Nobody.
Oh, my.
And that's scary because if you don't have a way to support yourself, you're really in trouble because you have to stay somewhere. They're not going to pay for your hotel. I mean, it should be if they force you to stay there, they should make you stay in their hotel. But
well, let's get another caller. 917, you're live and on the air with TJ and Tommy. How are you today? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Theresa. How are you, Theresa?
Okay, who's this?
This is Theresa calling from New York City.
Theresa, and what city or state are you in?
I'm in Manhattan, in the Manhattan area.
Oh, okay. So how are you today? And I guess you've talked to me before?
Of course I have talked to you before. Yes, you're great. I've talked to you.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you came back. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. Please like me and follow me and all that, Theresa. Do you already follow me? Are you one of my numbers? I've only got like 150. I never think to tell people all those things you're supposed to market, like please like me and follow me and all that stuff. I got to start doing that. Well, Theresa, how can I help you today? Are you looking for anything from me and Tommy, a question or anything particular?
Yes. Okay, so I'm empathic myself. Okay,
yeah.
So I just have to actually start believing in my powers, which is fine. And my goal one day would be to help people. But in the meantime, I'm looking to do a move. okay? And the most oddest thing happened to me today.